As you lower the bar, the fibers of the pectoralis major are stretched under tension, creating micro tears in the sarcomeres. At the bottom, the stretch is at its maximum. Here, your body recruits type 2 fibers, the explosive ones. When you press the bar back up, concentric contraction occurs. Blood is pumped into the area, bringing oxygen and nutrients. The chest pump isn't just aesthetics, it's plasma filling the tissue to protect the fibers from damage. The bench press doesn't just build a chest, it builds authority. It's the ultimate test of horizontal pushing that separates the amateurs from the veterans. Free weight squat. The squat is sovereign. It's a full-body drug that floods your system with testosterone and growth hormone. Unlike others, the squat demands that every muscle from your neck to your heels works in unison. With the bar on your back, your spine is compressed. Your core must fire to keep you from being crushed. As you descend, your quads, glutes, and hamstrings fight against gravity. Intra-abdominal pressure reaches critical levels. At the bottom of the squat, your body is in survival mode. On the way up, the effort is so massive that the brain recruits motor units you didn't even know existed. The squat doesn't just train legs, it trains character. If you can stand up with 300 pounds on your back, the world's problems out there start to feel light. Barbell Deadlift. The deadlift is the lift of resurrection. It deals with dead weight that doesn't want to be moved. It attacks the posterior chain like no other stimulus on earth. Tension begins even before the bar leaves the ground. Your lats lock in, and your hands grip the steel with total force. When the bar rises, your spinal erectors and glutes work to stabilize the load. At the lockout, you are in your most potent form. Your traps support the weight, and your back density increases instantly. The effect is systemic. Neural stress is so high that your metabolism stays accelerated for hours after the session. The deadlift is the exercise of truth. It reveals who you are when the floor refuses to give in. Pull-ups. The pull-up is the exercise of width. It's what transforms an ordinary torso into an imposing V-taper. It's the ultimate test of the relationship between your strength and your body weight. As you hang, your lats are stretched to their limit. When you initiate the climb, your biceps and back muscles work together to pull your chin above the bar. The activation is pure and functional. At the top, the contraction is maximum. You feel blood pooling in the outer edges of your back. Unlike the machine lat pull-down, here your body moves through space, requiring superior motor coordination. Pull-ups teach freedom. It's the exercise that proves you have total control over your own machine. Overhead press. The overhead press is the builder of bolder shoulders. It focuses on the deltoids but demands immense stability from your entire core. It is the original power movement from the golden era of bodybuilding. Pushing weight over your head is an unnatural act for a sedentary human. Your front and side delts support the load while your triceps finish the extension. With your arms fully locked toward the sky, you reach the point of maximum stability. The visual impact of wide shoulders starts here. Science shows this exercise generates one of the highest strength responses for the upper body. The press doesn't just give you volume, it gives you the frame. Wide shoulders are the shield you present to the world. Barbell bicep curl. The barbell curl is the exercise of ego, but also of precision. It's where the mind-muscle connection is most obvious. It's about isolating the bicep and forcing the peak of contraction. By flexing the elbow, the biceps brachii shortens. The secret here isn't the weight, but the control of the eccentric phase, the way down. This is where muscle damage occurs and hypertrophy is signaled. At the highest point, the contraction generates momentary vascular occlusion. When you release the weight, blood floods the muscle, creating that famous pump that makes your skin feel too tight for your muscle. The curl is about the details. It's proof that you care about aesthetics as much as strength. Cable triceps, push down with rope. The cable push down is the secret to massive arms. Remember, the triceps take up 2/3 of your arm. The rope allows for a range of motion that a straight bar cannot offer. By pushing the cable down, you attack the long and lateral heads of the triceps. Flaring the rope at the end intensifies the contraction in the lateral head, creating that horseshoe shape. The burn is acidic. The accumulation of lactate signals to your body that the effort has reached the limit. It is in this pain zone that real growth happens. The rope pushdown is about the finish. It's what separates a big arm from a defined arm. Lateral raise. The lateral raise is the exercise of optical illusion. It focuses almost exclusively on the medial deltoid, the part that makes you look wide even in a t-shirt. You lift the dumbbells to the sides, maintaining constant tension. There is no rest here. Gravity fights you every millimeter of the way. At the top of the movement, your shoulders feel like they're going to explode. Fatigue comes fast, but the density this exercise provides is unmatched. The lateral raise is the sculpture. It's where you shape the edges of your physique. Bent over barbell row. The bent over row is what builds back thickness. It's the exercise that makes you look solid when seen from the side. It's a raw, heavy movement. Bent over, you pull the bar toward your stomach. Your lats, rhomboids, and middle traps are crushed together. The tension in your spinal erectors is constant to maintain posture. When the bar touches your body, your shoulder blades close completely. It is density in its purest form. The row gives you depth. It's what transforms a wide back into a bulletproof back. Leg press. The leg press is the machine of brutal hypertrophy. It allows you to use loads you could never balance in a free squat, isolating power in the legs without the limiting factor of the spine. As the platform descends, your knees move toward your chest, stretching the quads to the max. The pressure in the legs is colossal. Pushing the platform back without locking your knees keeps the time under tension high. The volume of blood flowing to the legs is so high, it can cause dizziness. This is your metabolism working at its limit. The leg press is the engine. It's where you build the raw mass of the legs that supports the rest of the body. Stiff-legged deadlift. The stiff-legged deadlift is the exercise for the hamstrings and glutes. It focuses on hip extension and the deep stretching of the posterior chain. You lower the bar, keeping your legs almost straight, feeling an intense stretch behind the thighs. The goal is to create micro tears in one of the largest muscle chains in the body. When you rise using only your glutes, the contraction is powerful. It's what gives that cut look to the back of the leg. The stiff is the balance. It ensures your body is as strong and aesthetic in the back as it is in the front. Dips are the squat for the upper body. A bodyweight exercise that attacks the lower chest and triceps with an intensity that few machines can replicate. As you lower your body between the bars, the chest is stretched aggressively. If you lean forward, you focus on the chest. If you stay vertical, you focus on the triceps. The climb requires immense coordination between shoulders and chest. It is a functional power movement that increases the stability of the shoulder girdle. Dips provide the finish. It's the exercise that draws the lower contour of the pectoral. Abdominal crunches. The abs are not just about aesthetics, they are the core. Without a strong core, none of your other exercises reach their maximum potential. Flexing the spine against resistance recruits the rectus abdominis. Science shows that ABs need tension, just like any other muscle, to become visible. Combined with diet, of course, isometric contraction and breath control are the keys. A strong core protects your lower back and allows you to squat and deadlift elite loads. The core is the foundation. Without it, the structure falls. Calf raises. The calf is the muscle of persistence. They support your weight all day, so they need a high-intensity shock to grow. The movement is simple, ankle extension, but the secret is the pause at the top and the full stretch at the bottom. The calf muscles are dense and resistant to fatigue. Calf pain is different. It's a persistent burn. Blood gets trapped in the muscle, creating hydrostatic pressure that signals fiber growth. Calves are the final detail. They show that you didn't neglect any part of the journey. Conclusion: the science of victory. At the end of the day, each of these exercises is a tool. Alone, they are just movements. Together, they are the language you use to tell your body that its current state is not enough. Bodybuilding isn't just about what the exercise does to the muscle. It's about what the discipline of doing the exercise does to your mind. Every rep is a vote of confidence in who you want to become. The iron never lies. It doesn't care about your feelings. It only reacts to your will. Choose your exercises, execute them with precision, and let science and effort sculpt your best version.